Today's lesson is all about minor chords, and it's the latest edition of my 2024 All About Guitar Chords playlist. If you're tuning up and tuning in for the first time, this is episode 4. We'll start with the open minor chord shapes. Then how to move them up the neck as bar chords. And finally, we'll apply the CAGED system and some common chord progressions. If you want to start from the beginning of this playlist, Lesson 1 taught open chord shapes, major chord shapes. Lesson 2 transitioned to major bar chords, and Lesson 3 taught the CAGED method that had us practicing some common chord progressions and all the chords in various positions on the neck. So today, we'll combine all 3 concepts into a single lesson on minor chords. This footage is from my Easy Caged guitar DVD, which you can order along with any of my other books or videos. You can also sign up for one-on-one streaming lessons. Visit markococonut.com. Minor chords can also be caged. Starting with the open C minor, there are 4 ways you can play this chord in the open position. First string, 3rd fret with your pinky. Second string, 1st fret with your middle. 3rd string open, 4th string, 1st fret with your index. Strings 5 and 6 are not played, so strum 4 through 1. If this is too difficult, you can eliminate the 1st string note and strum strings 4, 3, and 2. To add depth, place your pinky on the 5th string 3rd fret and strum strings 5, 4, 3, and 2. Or, if this is too difficult, eliminate the 2nd string note, and you could even use your ring to play the 5th string 3rd fret and strum 5, 4, and 3. Play it with me. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The open A minor is very similar to the E major chord from part 1 of this video. Play the open E. Now just move all of your fingers down 1 string and strum 5 through 1. So the 1st string is open, 2nd string 1st fret with the index, 3rd string 2nd fret with the ring, 4th string 2nd fret with the middle, and the 5th string is open. Play it along with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play the G major chord that we already learned. To make this a G minor, add your ring finger to the 2nd string 3rd fret and drop your index finger down to the 5th string 1st fret and strum all 6 strings. A lot of guitar players find this fingering difficult at first, and if that is the case, eliminate the 6th string note and roll your wrist back to a more comfortable position, strumming strings 5 through 1. Another alternative is to play the 3rd and 4th string open, 5th string 1st fret with your index, and 6th string 3rd fret with your ring. Try them all and see which one works best for you. All together, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The E minor is probably the easiest chord we've learned so far. Strings 1, 2, and 3 are open. 4th string 2nd fret is played with the middle finger. 5th string 2nd fret is played with the index, and the 6th string is open. Here it is with the 4 count. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we play the open D chord that we learned in part 1 of this video, we can easily switch to a D minor by sliding the index finger down from the first string 2nd fret to the first string 1st fret and strum strings 4 through 1, and you have an open D minor chord. You can also add the open 5th string for depth, and you can alternate your index finger from the first string 1st fret to the 6th string 1st fret. Just be sure to strum strings 6 through 2 and avoid the 1st string. Play it with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that we've learned all of the open minor chord shapes, let's practice them together. Remember, it's perfectly acceptable for you to use an easier version of any chord. Just substitute what works best for you and play along with the exercise. Here it is with the slow and fast tempo. Now let's learn to move these minor chord shapes up the neck. Starting with the C minor, in order to move this chord up the neck, we first have to free up our index finger and hold the 3rd string 1st fret. On the 4th string, hold the 2nd fret with your middle finger, 2nd string 2nd fret with the ring, and 1st string 4th fret with the pinky. Strum 4 through 1. Don't forget, you can also simplify this chord by playing strings 2, 3, and 4. Or you can enhance the lower end by placing your pinky on the 5th string 4th fret, along with your middle on the 4th string 2nd, and index on the 3rd string 1. Strum strings 5, 4, and 3. For the sake of completeness, I want to show you an even lower option for playing this chord. Here, you can add the 6th string 4th fret with your ring finger, 5th string 4th fret with your pinky, and play the 4th string 2nd fret with your index. Strum strings 6, 5, and 4. So now we have strings 1 through 4, 2 through 4, 5 through 3, or 6 through 4. Since there are so many options for this chord shape, we will use this universal chord chart for the rest of this video. Obviously, it would be impossible to play all 6 notes, so when you see this chart, use whichever version you like best. So if you like strings 1 through 4, use that fingering to move up the fretboard. If you like 2 through 4, 5 through 3, or 6 through 4. By the way, in this 1st fret position, this chord is a C sharp minor. Up to the 2nd fret for D minor, 3rd fret is E flat minor, 4th fret is E, and on up the neck. To move the A minor chord shape from its open position, we need to bar the index finger across the first fret of strings 1 through 5, add your middle finger to the second string 2nd fret, then 3rd string 3rd fret with the pinky, and 4th string 3rd fret with the ring finger. Strum 5 through 1, and you have a B flat minor. Move it up one more fret, and you have a B minor. Up to the 3rd fret for C minor, and here it is with the tempo. When barring the G minor chord shape, we have a few options. Our fullest sounding option is to bar the index finger across the 1st fret of strings 3 and 4, 5th string 2nd fret with the middle finger, bar the pinky across the 4th fret on strings 1 and 2, then strum strings 5 through 1. One way to cheat at this chord is to eliminate the 5th string note and strum strings 4 through 1. This is technically a power chord, but it will work in place of the full chord most of the time. Another option is to eliminate the 1st and 2nd string bar and use the pinky only to play the 2nd string 4th fret and add the 5th string 2nd fret with the middle finger. A third alternative is to eliminate the 1st and 2nd strings altogether and add the 6th string 4th fret with your pinky. Again, we will be using a universal chord chart for this chord shape, and you'll be able to decide which version you prefer. In this 1st fret position, we have a G sharp or an A flat minor. Up to the 2nd fret for an A minor chord, 3rd fret is B flat minor, and on up the neck. To move the E minor chord shape up the neck, we first have to bar the 1st fret across all 6 strings, then add the pinky to the 4th string 3rd fret and ring to the 5th string 3rd fret. You could strum all 6 strings. Or you can abbreviate to strings 1 through 3, strings 1 through 4. Either way, in this 1st fret position, we're playing an F minor chord. Up to the 2nd fret for F sharp minor, 3rd fret for G minor, and on. An easy way to move the D minor chord shape is to use only the fretted notes on the first, second, and third string. Just move the shape up and down the neck. And that way you have a very easy way to play this movable chord. To bar the D minor chord shape and make it movable, we first have to free up the index finger and place it on the 4th string, 1st fret. Your middle finger goes to the 1st string, 2nd fret, pinky to the 2nd string, 4th fret, and ring to the 3rd string, 3rd fret. Strum strings 4 through 1. You can also add the 5th string, 1st fret with a finger bar. And again, you could alternate the middle finger between the 1st string, 2nd fret and the 6th string, 2nd fret. In this 1st fret position, we have an E flat minor. 2nd fret is E minor, 3rd fret is F minor, and on up the alphabet as we move this shape up the neck. Now that we've learned all the open minor chord shapes, it's time to apply the caged system to the C minor chord. First, we have our open C minor position. Here, the chord notes on the 1st or the 5th string are what connect us to the A shape C minor, which is played on the 3rd fret. From this A shape C minor chord, the notes on the 3rd and 4th strings connect us to the G shape C minor chord on the 5th fret. From the G shape C minor chord, the notes on strings 1 or 2 or on the 6th string will connect us to overlap to the E shape C minor chord on the 8th fret. From the E shape C minor chord, the notes on strings 4 and or 5 will connect us to the D shape C minor chord on the 10th fret. Altogether, this spells caged, or the caged C minor chord, starting with the open C position, A, G, E, and D. That was a simple C minor, G minor chord progression. I added some scale runs to spice things up, which we will learn to do shortly. But first, let's learn the caged G minor chord so we can enhance this chord progression in different positions on the neck. The lowest possible G minor chord is the open G minor in its natural shape. Remember, we're spelling the words caged to find the next position. So since we are starting with an open G minor, The next letter after G in the word caged is E. And as we see, the notes on strings 1 and 2 and 6 are what bridge or connect the G shape G minor chord to the E shape G minor chord on the 3rd fret. From this position, the notes on the 4th and 5th strings bring us to the next shape, the D shape G minor chord on the 5th fret. So for G minor, we have the shapes G, E, D, and after D, we start to spell caged all over again. From this D shape G minor chord, the notes on the 2nd and 3rd strings connect us to the C shape G minor chord on the 7th fret. Here, the notes on the 1st or the 5th string bridge or connect us to the A shape G minor chord on the 10th fret. Let's put it all together with the tempo. We'll start this progression with the open C minor chord, change to the open G minor chord, and repeat the chord change. Then we'll move up to the next caged position. For C minor, the next position will be the A shape C minor chord on the 3rd fret. For G minor, we're playing the E shape G minor chord on the 3rd fret. Repeat the rhythm. Then switch to the G shape C minor chord on the 5th fret. For G minor, play the D shape G minor chord on the 5th fret. Repeat. Then switch to the E shape C minor chord on the 8th fret. Then the C shape G minor chord on the 7th fret. And for the last position, we move up to the D shape C minor chord on the 10th fret and the A shape G minor chord on the 10th fret. Let's play this with the tempo. Beginners, try to keep up by strumming on the 1 count. As you get comfortable, you could finger pick along with me or even add your own strumming pattern. The main thing you want to do is make sure you change each chord in time with me. Here's a common 4-chord progression combining major and minor chords: C, A minor, G to F. We've already caged C and G, so let's start with A minor. The open A minor uses our natural A-shaped chord, so the next letter in caged is G. The common notes between the A minor chord and the G minor chord shape are the 3rd and 4th string notes. So from the open A minor, our G shape A minor is played on the 2nd fret. After the G, the next letter in the cage system is E. So from this G shape A minor, the notes on strings 1 and 2 or on 6 will connect us to the E shape A minor chord that's on the 5th fret. From this position, the 4th and 5th string notes connect us to the D shape A minor chord on the 7th fret. From the D shape A minor chord, the notes on the 2nd and 3rd string connect us to the C shape A minor chord. This is on the 9th fret. So now we've caged to A minor, starting with A minor open, to the G shape, to the E shape, to the D shape. And D brings us back to C, and from here we could keep going. C, A, G, E, and D. And here's the F major chord caged. Since there isn't an open F chord, the closest position to an open chord is the E shape F chord on the 1st fret. E shape connects to the D shape F chord on the 3rd fret. And here, just like we did with the minor D shape chords, I want to show you some alternative notes that can be added to the D shape chords. To deepen this chord, add a finger across the 3rd fret of strings 4 and 5. You can also alternate between the 1st and 6th string notes on the 5th fret. This D shape F chord connects with the C shape F chord on the 5th fret. C connects with the A shape F chord on the 8th fret. A connects with the G shape F chord on the 10th fret. And this brings us full circle to the 13th fret octave F chord. Starting with the open positions, we have C to A minor, to G, to an E-shape F chord. In the next position, we switch to the A-shape C chord on the 3rd fret, G-shape A minor chord on the 2nd fret, 3rd fret is an E-shape G chord, then the D-shape F chord. Next, we move up to the 5th fret G-shape C chord, then the E-shape A minor, D-shape G chord, and C-shape F. All the chords in this position are on the 5th fret. The 4th position brings us to the E-shape C chord on the 8th fret. Then a D-shape A minor on the 7th fret. A C-shape G on the 7th fret. Then an A-shape F chord on the 8th fret. The last position is the D-shape C chord on the 10th fret. The C-shape A minor is on the 9th fret. Up to an A-shape G chord on the 10th fret, and end with a G-shape F chord on the 10th fret. That's a wrap. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you like this content enough to subscribe, and if so, I will see you at the next lesson. To order any of my DVDs or to sign up for one-on-one streaming guitar lessons, visit my website, markococonut.com. Thanks for watching, and I will see you at the next episode where we will learn extended chords starting with 7th chords.